डेस्टिनेसन चाहिँ आइपुगेको अवस्था हामी के कुन ठाउँ गएको तर मलाई थाहा छैन जाँदैछ गाइड चाहिँ जम गाइड्स
Come with us. Yeah. Okay. Big man. Extra large.
हाय अहिले भरे हुन्छ I forgot where is go here.
If you were, sorry, what was your name? Mohammed, nice to meet you. The security office is just that way if you want to go there first. Follow the path around. Thanks.
अहिले चाहिँ हिँड्दै हुनुहुन्छ काकीहरू
म त फोटो पनि खिच्नुपर्छ हौ माछा फेरि
के हो यो जग्गाको नाम बिर्स्यो मैले
खै त यता हेर्नुहोस् त एकचोटि
ल जानकारी दिउँ है हाम्रो टोइलेटमा चाहिँ यस्तो पनि हाल्ने गर्दो रहेछ तर यस्तो चाहिँ नहालिदिनुहोस् है भन्ने होला भयो त गाइड नेसनल लिनुको लागि जाँदैछ मलाई चाहिँ साइली साइली भनिरहेछ गाई चाहिँ
Salty, and it would make us really sick if we drank the ocean water. But what we do here is we get rid of the salt from the water and we make it safe to drink. So it's really important that we have this desalination plant, which we'll get on the bus and we'll drive around in a little bit, because it means we don't have to rely on rainfall and water from the River Murray. So decided let's open up a desalination plant so that if we come into another drought where there's not enough rainfall, we'll have access to fresh, clean drinking water for everybody. And it's also it will be a really important piece moving forward because we know population growth, so there's going to be more people that we have to provide water for, and we know climate change is going to make there be less rainfall into the future. So at the moment we use the desalination plant at about 5% capacity. So we only need to run it for 2 days a week at the moment because our water supplies are quite good. but we know that in the future we'll need to use it more. So the process of desalination is really cool. So we have out in the ocean, under the seabed, we have an intake tunnel that goes for about 1.4 kilometres out into the ocean, and that is like on a slant like that. So it's naturally gravity feeding water down the pipe underground. And then it goes through 3 different stages of filtration. So we put it through a band screen to get rid of all the shells and the seaweed and the sand. And then it goes through another screen to get rid of these tiny microscopic bugs and nasty things that are in the water. We filter it one more time, and then it goes through what we call reverse osmosis. So we push the water through the reverse osmosis membrane at such a high pressure that only the water molecules can go through, and it leaves behind all the salt molecules. So from there we have this really fresh, pure water that's actually too pure to drink because we've stripped all of the mineral content out of it. So then we have to remineralise it. We need to put things back into the water to make it safe to drink. So then it goes...
South Australia is the driest state of the driest inhabited continent on Earth. Here in Adelaide, we have the lowest annual rainfall of all the Australian capital cities. The driest and hottest place in our state is Oodnadatta, where it rarely rains. In the past, our drinking water was sourced only from rivers and reservoirs. Our reservoirs can hold a year's supply of water for the state. They're filled with rain or water from the River Murray. In the early and mid-2000s, a devastating drought saw our reservoirs drained and rivers almost dried to a halt. Widespread restrictions were implemented, and South Australians had to become very water efficient. It was announced the Adelaide desalination plant would be constructed to ensure a climate-independent water supply into the future. Other desalination plants have been built around the state, many of them inland. There's even one in Oodnadatta. Since 2012, the Adelaide desalination plant has been operating and adding fresh water into our metropolitan drinking water network. Hold on, before we explore the plant, let's have a quick look at how desalination works.
Desalination is the process of removing salt and other impurities from water to make it safe.
Hi, Mama. Boss. Dress this one. यो ड्रेस लाएर कता कुद्ने हो
सबैजनाले लाउनुपर्छ सबैले नभए त दिँदैन
टोपी पनि लाउने होला नि त नि
टोपी पर्दैन लगाएर नि लगाएर म फोटो हाल्छु ल होइन बुढाहरू नानी यहाँनिर एउटा
टोपी पनि लाउनु पर्ने अवस्था
होइन टोपी उहाँले सबैजना
आउनुहोस् गाइस आउनुहोस् आज हामी ड्रेस लगाएर तम्दाखेरि अब कहाँ लाँदैछ उहाँनिर होइन हुन्छ लाउनु पर्दो रहेछ ओ बढ्दो मान्छेहरू छिटो आउन यता ओ बढ्दो मान्छेहरू आऊ कहाँ गएको चतुरै
हामी पानी आज डेस्टिनेसन हेर्ने
ओ बढ्दो जनहरू छिटो आउन के साह्रो लस्या लस्या हिँड्यो कहाँ जाँदैछु अब कहाँ लान्छ है त्यहाँको दृश्यहरू देखाउँछु म हजुरहरूलाई पानी छानेको ठाउँ दिलु गाइसलाई त थोरा ब्युटी देखाएन त त्यो ड्रेसमा के हो यो उसको नाम के
बसाइकमा त बसमा जानु भनिरहेछ अहिले
ट्रेन लाउनु न
फेरि हामी बसमा झरेको बसमै चढ्नु पर्ने अलिकति स्टेसन लिएर फेरि अब हामी कस्तरी यहाँ पानी फिल्टर गर्ने ठाउँ के केहरू दृश्यहरू देखाउनु हुन्छ
के लाउने अरे
कसको ब्याग हो यो
कस्तो क्लियरै आएन
आउँदैन अहिले क्लियर आउनु हुँदैन हौ
Creep up a little bit and we should open the gate for you there.
होला चाहिँ त्यही होला गेट उब्रेका
Oh, you're all good. Yep.
Anybody can visit this area or no?
Sorry?
Anybody can come in here?
No, you have to be on a tour. So you can pull over next to these tanks here and just duck in on the left. Yep. Pull over. Yep. Perfect. Okay, so this is our first stop. Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me? We're going to stay on the bus. So on the right hand side you'll see a big mound with all of these trees planted on it. So when we first built the desalination plant back in it opened in 2012, but when we were building it, which took a few years, this big mound here wasn't here, it was flat. So remember how I said that we have the tunnel that goes out into the ocean? So that was dug out. We dug out lots of earth and sand and dirt, about 24,000 cubic meters worth, and we put all of that dirt and earth and sand on this mound here to create a bit of a hill so that it can sort of suppress the sound, because when the desalination plant runs, it's quite loud. Outlining where the intake tunnel starts and where the outfall tunnel ends. So we need to make sure that that area is kept really pristine so the water remains good. We've also got a lot of sensors down there testing the temperature of the water, the turbidity and the salt levels, because we have to make sure we monitor how much salt we're putting back into the ocean so that we don't go over our regulated amount that we're allowed to. Turn right. Right is called the intake building. So once the ocean's been has come from the pipe underground from the ocean filters, and they remove anything as thick as a human hair. So getting rid of any of the physical bits that are still in the water at this stage. So we can run each row in isolation so that we can have greater flexibility of how much, to what capacity that we run the whole plant. So you'll see an exact replica of this building for osmosis, which we're about to go see in this building. And then remember how we said that it comes out really, really pure? So we actually need to put minerals back into the water to make sure the pH level is safe to drink. Because if we were to leave it like it is now, it would actually be corrosive to our water network, probably not great for us to drink. So we use hydrated lime powder to help neutralize the pH levels. We also, SA Health also mandates us to put fluoride in the water to help our oral health, to our teeth. And what's your YouTube channel?
Silent.
Oh, okay, just yourself? Yeah, nice.
हजार
Big silver things in front of us are pumps that pumps the water at really high pressure. And over on the other side, you can see these big cement blocks, and that's where all of the ultrafiltration lumens are submerged in water. Because if they weren't, they would go really brittle and dry.
चाहिँ पानी कसरी आउँछ कसरी फिल्टर हुन्छ भन्ने जग्गामा आइरहेको छु यहाँनिर हेर्नको लागि साउथ अस्ट्रेलियाको झिङ्गा देखेको फर्किसकेको अवस्था हेरेर अनि उहाँ हाम्रो ढुकुर हुनुहुन्छ टिचर नाच्नु भइरहेछ अनि त्यसपछि अब
हामी चाहिँ पानी छानेको हेरिसकेर पनि भागिसक्यौँ अब आएर
गइसके अवस्था अब बसमा जाने हो हामी चाहिँ फर्केको अवस्था गाइसहरू मलाई अब चाहिँ हामी ब्याकिङ हुने अवस्था हेरिसक्यौँ
And yeah, thank you for listening. You've been such a wonderful audience, so thank you so much. And Mohan, I'm sure we'll be in touch. I would love if you could send me some of those photos. Is that okay? Awesome. Cool. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
पैसा ल्याउन यहाँ थाइल्यान्ड बिच आएको अवस्था है वर्षमा एकचोटि आउने बानी भएछ यहाँ यो ठाउँ
के ल्याउनु भएको
यहाँ चाहिँ फोटो सुटिङ हुँदैछ अबै म्याद यहाँनिर यहाँको खानेकुरा अर्कै छ आफूले चाहिँ छ म्यादुरी झन्डै लड्यो आफूले चाहिँ छ खानेकुरा गाइजहरू हाम्रो पनि छ यस्तै गाइज मलाई मात्रै के खान्छ यसरी बनाइदिनु